This right here is proof that even when you sweat, after a workout or in hot and humid weather, your makeup is not gonna transfer, it's not gonna move, or it's not going to separate. I just went walking and went to play soccer in hot and humid weather. This is what my makeup looks like. Can you believe it? Watch this video to learn how I did it. When my makeup used to mix with sweat, it would cause this really nasty, gunky look, kind of like cake. And honestly, it would look so displeasing. So I've discovered the best products to use to prevent that from happening. And now I can even go work out or even go cycling and sweat so much on my face and my makeup would be intact. So in this video, I really want to break down exactly what products you need, the right techniques, how to apply the product in order to create a sweat-proof makeup look that can last you even in hot and humid weather. First things first is primer. Now, I know primer can get very controversial because some people feel like they need it and some people feel like they don't need it. And honestly, both perspectives are justified, but if you're trying to get sweat-proof, long-lasting makeup, you have to use a primer. There's so many different primers out there and it can get confusing which one to use. And honestly, I feel like anybody can use any type of primer. It just depends on the look you're going for. A type of primer you want to avoid, especially for a sweat-proof makeup look, is one that's dewy but doesn't give you any protection. So a good primer that I would recommend is Secure the Blur Primer. This is more of a pore refining primer. It also has that niacinamide, which is going to help reduce texture on your skin. So that is good because your pores tend to pull out the sweat and the oils from your skin, causing it to move your makeup. So this is going to help prevent your makeup from moving. Another good primer that I would recommend is the Milk Hydro Grip. I've been using this for years, and normally during the summer when it's hot and humid, really helps to grip your makeup so that it stays put on your skin. But if you have more of dry combination or normal skin, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer is also good. Now, mind you, both of these primers are good for all skin types. It just depends on exactly what your skin needs in that moment. So for the Milk Hydro Grip, I like to just pat that into my skin because I just applied SPF. You want to avoid rubbing it around because that's going to move the SPF. So you just want to gently press that onto your skin, and it does feel very hydrating. And the best part about this primer is that it has a gripping effect that doesn't feel sticky on your skin, so it just feels very comfortable. Now, once you've applied the Milk Hydro Grip, you can go in with the Secure the Blur Primer only around the areas of your face that you have pores. Now, it's not 100% needed, but it does give you extra protection. Now, I normally like to just focus this on my T-zone area. If you have pores all over your skin, I would recommend applying it all over, but my pores are mainly around this area, so that is where I like to focus this primer. So if you find the price of the Milk Hydro Grip to be a little bit expensive, I would recommend trying out the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, specifically the pink one, because this has niacinamide, very similar to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer that also has niacinamide. And if you're looking for a pore refining primer, very similar to the One Size Beauty Primer, I would recommend this NYX Pore Filler Primer. This is a more affordable option. It's gonna help prevent your pores from producing too much oils with your makeup. When it comes to foundation, the type of foundation you select is going to determine how long it lasts on your skin. So it's very important to understand why you're using that specific foundation. So you always want to select a foundation that claims to be a long-wearing foundation because it has long-wearing properties. One that I found to be a really good investment just based on how well it performs is the Gucci 24-Hour Breathable Foundation. This claims to be a 24-hour foundation. The main ingredient in this that makes it long-lasting is the bamboo powder that it has. Bamboo powder helps absorb the shine on your face. So as you're wearing this foundation, it's absorbing shine and oil on your skin, getting your makeup to stay intact. Now, if you're looking for a more affordable option, the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint is really good. The reason why this is the top of the list for me is that I've noticed when you apply it, it initially gives you this kind of luminous finish, and then once you let it sit for a while, it dries down matte. So it kind of looks like a powder on your skin, and then it stays put all day. I would recommend you trying this. Now, when you're applying your complexion products, that's also going to determine how long it lasts on your face. So with foundation, I normally like to focus it only at the perimeter of my face starting out. The reason why is because I feel like this part of our face tends to have the most discoloration, and so I like to take a brush and just blend that on my skin, and avoiding the areas of my face that tends to hold a lot of oils and sweat, which is at the center of my face. So this is just going to help unify my skin tone without me placing too much makeup where it tends to move. Now, as you can see, we've kind of unified this first half of my face without applying foundation around this area. Now, whatever's left on the brush, you can directly apply it around that area to help neutralize it. This is gonna prevent you from using too much foundation, especially around the areas of our face that tend to get oily, getting your makeup to last on almost all day without sweating. And I also like to go in with just a little foundation on my forehead. If you have a big forehead, definitely apply foundation there, okay? So after applying all your liquid and cream products, you wanna set it with setting powder. A really good setting powder that I've discovered is the HAUS Labs Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. So I normally just like to take that powder on a powder puff and swirl it to get rid of the excess, and then you just wanna set that right underneath your eyes. I love this powder because they help to set your makeup without filling in too much of your pores, giving your makeup more of like a breathable feel. Sometimes when you suffocate your skin too much, that's when it causes even more sweat. So love that this powder is non-comedogenic. Now, this last step I feel like is the most important part of this makeup look. If you completely miss this step, I feel like you're not really gonna get the full benefit of creating this sweat-proof makeup look. I'm talking about setting spray. Now, I know setting spray can get a little bit confusing, especially knowing which one to use for your sweat-proof makeup look. So I like to start with the hydrating setting spray that is long lasting. I like to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter setting spray. This is a setting spray that claims to keep your makeup intact for up to 16 hours. It's also hydrating, which I love, and hydration is key in getting your makeup to last longer. So I like to spray this at a distance and drench my whole face with the setting spray. When you do that, you're coating your whole face with the setting spray because it has polymers that helps to seal your makeup in place without it moving. And then after that, I like to take an applicator. It can be a brush, but I like to use a powder puff because I use this for setting powder, and I just like to press this setting powder onto my skin. This is not only gonna absorb the excess setting spray, but it's gonna really press that setting spray into your skin so that it locks your makeup in place. And as you can see, it kind of gives you like a natural finish. Your skin doesn't look too dry, but you don't wanna stop there. After using the setting spray, you wanna use a mattifying fixing spray. Now, a fixing spray is very different from a setting spray. Normally, setting sprays have hydrating properties, or they can be used before and after your makeup. This One Size Beauty On Till Dawn setting spray is more of a fixing spray, so you can't use this before your makeup to hydrate it. And that's why I like to use it as the last step of this makeup routine. It's waterproof, sweat-proof, transfer-proof. It does claim to give you a 16-hour wear of matte makeup. So as you can see, this one doesn't have a liquid formulation, so it looks like I haven't even applied anything on my face, but it helps to seal your makeup. Now, the real test is doing a wear test, or else this video would prove absolutely nothing. So I'm clocking in right now at 9:20. I'm gonna clock back in with you guys around 7 hours to show you guys what my makeup looks like, and we're gonna be doing the paper towel test. Makeup check-in after 7 hours, almost 8 hours of wearing this makeup, and this is what it looks like. Now, I did go ahead and pop some lashes on because your girl was doing a lash tutorial, but I mean, I went walking in that hot and humid weather, and then I also played soccer. As you could see in the video, I started sweating, but literally my makeup stayed intact. Now, time for the paper towel test. I'm gonna show you how the makeup does not transfer to the paper towel. So let's just do this. Look at that. Like, nothing. I'm gonna do this side as well. I'm gonna flip the paper towel. And I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, if you're not using this technique and these products during the summer and you sweat a lot, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, I do see around my T-zone area got a little bit oily, and that's nothing that powder can't just quickly fix. boom, and your makeup is back to how it's looked like when you initially applied it. But one of the things that I still find to be extremely annoying is your under eyes creasing after a few hours. And that's why you have to watch this video, because in this video I show you the perfect technique to avoid under eye creasing.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.